Hello and welcome to our next video on True Code Analysis Tool. In this video, we will go a bit deeper into the functional part of True Code. We will see how to manage annotations, how to flag code segments as reviewed, and how to perform a relocation process. Annotations are the findings of security experts, shared with developers in such a way that they can help in automated code checks for software vulnerabilities. Annotations can also be made automatically by the True Code checkers, and all of them are stored in the same database without changing the source code of the user. Before we try to manage annotations, let's have a first look at the True Code interface. At the top, you can see the menu bar where the user can perform the main functions of True Code: edit the annotation and the context, relocate and update annotations, change the settings of True Code, as well as search for help. Under the menu bar, the main page consists of 7 important tabs. These are the tree, which can be used to efficiently show annotations in the source files, the Annotation tab, which gives an overview of all annotations in table view and has options to filter, the Relocation tab, which shows an overview of all automatically performed annotation relocations. Since your codebase changes all the time, annotations need to follow the changes in your code. The Dashboard. This is controlled via the Settings tab and shows the number of annotations in a specified category item. It helps to discover trends with regard to security-related issues during development. The Index panel, where all functions and global variables are indicated. The Context panel. The Logging tab. This provides information like software exceptions or errors, and it can be set to 4 different modes within the Setting panel. And last but not least, the Code Checks Settings tab, where we can configure all the automated processes of code checking. We can choose which tabs we want to see by simply closing the tabs we don't need. We can also drag a tab in the place of our choice, or even outside the True Code window. So when we want to have an overview of all annotations in the database, we can go to the Annotation Overview tab, or to the Tree tab. The Annotation Overview table indicates the name and the status of the annotations, the reliability, the code segment, and the reasoning which has been added by the developer. It can be sorted and filtered by clicking on a column header and selecting which type of annotation we want to be shown. Lastly, we can export this annotation table as a database or in a different file format. If we want to work with annotations, there are 3 ways: create new, update an already existing one from the Eclipse viewer, and updating one from the Annotation Overview table. To create a new annotation, you only have to select the code segment that you want to annotate and click the left-hand green Riskier button, Edit Code Annotation. To update an already existing annotation through Eclipse, the user selects the respective code segment and presses the Edit Code Annotation button. It may happen that multiple annotations overlap, in which case we can select the proper annotation identifier. We can also edit an annotation via the Annotation Overview table, or Tree tab, by simply right-clicking the annotation and pressing Edit. You might have noticed that in all 3 cases, an Edit tab has appeared. This tab allows us to add the important information that an annotation must have. Let's create a new one as an example. We select a random code segment and press the Edit Code Annotation button. We set its status as Observation. We insert our name. Let's say that there are possible links to annotations 11 and 12, and the impact is medium. We also insert the description and the reasoning. The location reliability and the code segment field are already filled. Press the tick button, and in the annotation overview table, we can see that our new annotation has been created. We can also see a new small icon appeared in Eclipse. Once an annotation is saved in the Annotations database, it is shown immediately in the IDEs of colleagues working on the same code base. Let's see another example. Suppose that a developer removes or adds some lines in the source code manually, so that the annotation location must be changed. We see that the location of the annotation remains the same. To fix that issue, we go to Relocate in the menu bar. Relocate and Update. The similarity reliability threshold to relocate annotations can be set as a minimal similarity level to perform the correction. If the best similarity between the original code segment and any code section in the source code file is below the threshold, then the location will not be corrected. After we run the relocation process, we can see in the Relocate and Update table that the annotation has been grayed out, which means that it has been relocated. The old and the new location are also indicated in the table and in Eclipse. Now let's assume that we want to flag that annotation as reviewed. We right-click on the annotation and press Edit. The Edit tab appears where we change the status to Reviewed. We can see that the color and the status of the annotation have been changed in both Annotation Table and Eclipse. A developer can also flag a segment in the source code by simply pressing the purple button in the menu bar of Eclipse. This was our video on how to manage annotations. In the next video, we will show you how to prepare TrueCode for automated code checks and how to create and use a compilation database.